Hello there, survivors. This is Win, and this is the WarZ. I just came on and did a little looking around and found some interesting things. As you can see in this picture there, I've actually just come on and suddenly noticed that a zombie was down the hill. That was an example of people running away rather than just killing them. It points directly in the direction where they've just gone. It doesn't mean they're out of the area. They could still be there. But it gives you an indication of where to keep your eyes. And also, if you log on after a while and you're near a place, you may as well recheck it again, as long as it's safe. And as you can see, I'm just sneaking up there, just checking to see if that person's actually maybe coming back up the hill. And I'm being a bit paranoid. I'll just go in just to see if I can try and find if there's a gun or a ranged weapon actually been spawned here. I wanted to actually check out, first of all, this house, if it had no items in, and that person had left recently, within the last 15 minutes. One other thing you need to know in this game is, most people tend to look down and straight ahead. It's a natural thing to do. Your eyes are laser, they tend to go down to the bottom of the screen. You tend to look at the icons down there more. The chat box does actually take up a bit of your attention, and if it takes up too much, you'll find out that you'll come a cropper and you will not survive. It's difficult to keep your eyes on the top or look up. If you are unlucky, there may be a player on top of a stack of books or a car or a mountain looking down on you, and if you don't look up regularly, you'll again come a cropper. It's like when you walk into your village or town or city. Can you describe the roofs? Not many people can. I like looking up because it's quite interesting. Also, check the corners. As you can see there, I'm actually checking every corner of the room to make sure it's clear before I enter the room. It's where the police do it, and it's the way of keeping safe. Also, I found out that the player hasn't been here for a while, so I feel a little bit safer. But you never should feel too safe. And going back again to being above, in the supermarkets, it is possible to actually stand on top of one of the checkout lights in the corner, and when people run in, they completely run right by you. So you've got to take that into consideration as well. You can stand on almost anything in this game. It has its faults, but you can do almost whatever jumping around. And definitely in RVs, either crouch or crawl, really, because it's a glass box. You can at least you can look out of it. You see there, came down the steps and I stood up immediately. So don't just keep on walking, otherwise you'll attract attention. Crouch down and it'll be better. Right, here I'm actually going around and just pulling a few which I know won't actually guard me in any way. And when I'm actually recording this, the sound's actually off. I hope that's not like that in the end video. It's about 5 seconds off. But I'm just getting some supplies. I'm due to actually make it. What I'm trying to do is make it round to the safe zone to be able to drop off what I've got and then go back out with bare minimum again. So if I do get offed, I'm not losing too much. At the moment I've got quite a lot of food. I've got a bit of ammo. I don't really want to lose that because it's the ammo which is very rare. Guns are rare, ammo's rarer. So you've got to try and stockpile that as much as possible. Even if you don't have the guns, just keep stockpiling it. You can use it for trade maybe. In the TeamSpeak, there is an unofficial official TeamSpeak server because they haven't got voiceover IP implemented yet. One of the ex-moderators for the website set up a TeamSpeak server and it's still running. And if I can find the... I think I have it somewhere. No, I'll put it in the next one. There, it's on the website anyway. You can access it, create your own rooms, get your friends to come, so you don't have to purchase a TeamSpeak server, which is good. At this point, I'm actually just trying to have a look at other places I haven't looked before, just to see if there's anything else there. And unfortunately, there wasn't. I didn't really want to spend too much time here, especially with the amount of numbers of players on the server. You have to know when to go. My rule of thumb is, if my gut says go, you go. I've ignored my gut a few times and it ended up badly, very quickly. So, if you think it's going to turn bad, your instincts are normally correct, especially with your heightened anxiety playing this game, because you are actually more careful and more closely linked to your character. You don't want to lose the stuff you've actually spent quite a while trying to gather. So your instincts are actually honed, and your instincts are probably correct. Using the senses you're allowed, your hearing and your eyesight, you're not using your smell or anything like that, so your other ones are a bit more heightened. And your sixth sense as well. Basically, if your gut says go, go. If you feel like you need to stay somewhere for a minute, stay there. You've got more chance of actually surviving that way. The reason why I actually skirted around those two then is if someone had come in from that fence and suddenly heard them get pulled, they could hear my hammer blows and I would be dead. So that's not a good idea. So I skirted around them just to get out and then check where everyone was, or where everyone could have been. And as we come along here, you will notice that soon I get an interesting message. Oh yes, whilst actually out in the open, if it's safe, try and run for cover as much as possible. Because if you got cover on one side, you can't see anyone and you haven't got cover, try and get to cover quickly. Don't use up all your stamina. Always keep at least a third left, just in case. Because you found out last time, you need it sometimes, and if you've got hardly any health left, you can't run, which is, I think, it's a fantastic implementation. I've never found that before. It's not often that I got eaten by zombies, so that was interesting for me. Right, I'm just waiting for the special message to come up. Hopefully it happens. I'm sure it happens soon. I know it's just round the corner. What I'm doing, I'm still actually trying to... I've got the high ground. Getting the high ground is a good idea. As long as you've got something at your back, you're more more camouflaged. Try and keep to the shadows. There are shadows in this game, and it's a lot easier to actually blend into them, and people won't notice you even at high speeds running. Even if you haven't got cover elsewhere, you've got the shadows to actually help you. That's why this character's got blues. They are quite neutral, so they blend into the background quite easily. You probably noticed that in this game there's not any blacks in shadows. It looks black, but it's not black. It'll be a dark grey, because there's no black shadows in real life when light hits. Black's only in a void. So a shadow is a dark grey, more neutral than anything else. So if you wear neutral clothing, that's why. Camouflage is actually a neutral. If you get a grayscale, you'll find that it's actually between the halfway and 3/4 of the way to the dark. You won't find very light greys or very dark greys, because they stand out like a sore thumb. Right, I just suddenly thought, oh, I'll just explore around this area. You may as well explore whilst you're there. Learn whilst you do things. It helps survival. So I'm trying to peek round a tree. And then just checking my map to see how far the safe zone is. Those red circles are safe zones. If you get into it, you cannot fire a weapon. Whether someone can shoot in and kill you is another thing. I've not seen that yet. I'm going to try and test it with a test character. That's when I can get my friend on and ask him to shoot my test character. That would be interesting. And as we come along here, we will suddenly get red text in the chat box. I noticed it and I suddenly thought, right, there we go. Quick, do you see how fast I went down on the ground? Changed to a pistol and then suddenly log out. If you've got 25 seconds for the server to reset, it might not save what's happening. So what happened is they brought the servers down for 10 minutes maintenance with 25 seconds notice. Very nice of them. They should have done 15 minutes. And that was really it. That was the play session. I just thought I'd show you that. So you got to be aware of everything. If they're going to shut the servers down, try and get out of there so it saves your character and your location where you are, what you've got equipped. Otherwise it'll go back to a previous save section, because the servers will just close down and not save your character. So try and be as fast as you can. Also, it helps you in a firefight, because they are fast. You need to act on reaction and instinct. So there we have it. And I'm just checking that actually all my items were where I put it, because I changed my Kruger into the slot 2. It was there, so I did serve. And then I just decided to try and get in. And this is the message I got, saying the servers were down. Anytime soon. And then some more. Anyway, right, well, this was Corithwin, and this was WarZ. I'll see you later, survivors. Take care, and be safe. See you next time, all.